Hi, Achim here, InnerSpace Explorers. Today, as the title indicates, a little bit of light maintenance, and so a lot of you will be like, yeah, that's obvious, but probably not for everybody, and if it helps one person to fix an issue, then it was worth it. So if you like my content, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And now let's have a look at this light. So a friend of mine approached me and said, like, I have this light here, brand doesn't matter, and it stopped working while I was on vacation, and can you have a look at it, because I can't figure it out. The light, the battery, when I put it on the charger, is always like, it's full, so you can see here's the light, it's green, it's this one, so it indicates the battery is full. But when I put the battery in the light doesn't do anything. So close this, and the light is dead. So I can't figure it out. So if you have a condition like that, then obviously the first thing you want to know is the battery still good, or is it the charger? And so the easiest thing, and probably, I mean, the reason I make this video is because the solution seems to be pretty clear. If you look at this battery and if you look at the pulse, you can actually see these dark spots here. So that's either burnt up material or it's just simple corrosion. So my guess is that this battery is completely fine. It is just corroded, and probably also from the charging spots and maybe even inside the battery. So I think it's a connection problem. And the easiest way to check that is we take a multimeter and we measure the battery, and the battery says 8.2 volts, so that was like on the wrong pole. So 8.2 volts. So where's my glasses? No glasses, doesn't matter. So the battery says 7.4 volts, so this battery is definitely full. So if we check the charger, and for those who are not very technical, these you can buy on Amazon or wherever for like 10 euros, and it just, you have a setting here, DC voltage, so we are in the 20 volt range, so you put that on 20, then it will show you volt up to 20 volts. If it's more, then you need to go to 200, or if it's less, then you have more settings. So that's a very cheap and very simple device that I always recommend all divers to have. So if I go at the pulse from the charger, it actually also shows me 8.4, 8.5. So this thing creates voltage. So the charger is fine, the battery is fine, and the light, I mean, we will see. So right now we could at least eliminate the battery and the charger, and so we'll see if the light works. But the first thing we do is we take some sanding fleece here. You can obviously also use a piece of sandpaper, and we clean the poles of this battery. And as you can see here, this spot disappears, and this gives a really nice shiny surface again. And I do the same thing here. And of course I can also do this at the charger. Just make sure that you blow that dust off there so you don't get that in there. And you can also, because if you look, I don't know if this is visible on the camera, but if you look in the light, you can also see that there's like a discoloration on the connectors. So what you can of course do is you can go in there and try to clean that off a little bit. And that doesn't mean necessarily that the light has been in salt water or flooded or anything like that. I mean, it's exposed in a humid environment, there's current flowing, might have been like on a boat in Egypt or something like that. And that can obviously cause some sort of corrosion. That's not a big deal, but usually that's what happens. So we just quickly check that, and look at that. You saw that, how the light changed? If you saw that, so that indicates there's power on it. I plug it in and it goes immediately in red. and it changes to green then immediately because it's full. But obviously now these things were communicating with each other, and now let's see what the light is doing. Haha! So that light works perfectly fine, and that was an easy and very cheap fix. So before you run to your dealer and complain or send the thing to the manufacturer or put it on eBay as broken, just a little piece of sandpaper and you might be good to go again. So I hope you find this helpful. Take care, see you in the next one.